Hi! Just before the audio starts, I wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon with a bunch of paid member exclusive audios just for you, and a Discord, and weekly polls every Thursday for what Friday's audio should be and for what its Patreon audio should be. Fortunately, I didn't really have the time to make a Patreon audio today, and I probably won't Friday because it's finals week. Gross. But I'll get right back on it the next week. So, if that interests you, there's a link in the description. But if not, that's okay too. And without further ado, enjoy the audio. To be summoned to the mortal plane once again. To be free of the shackles of hell. I've waited for this day. Human, what deed do you command me of? I'm sorry, what? No. Let me get this straight. You went through all of this trouble. You made a whole pentagram in your room. You set fire. You killed a goat for this, mind you. Oh, you used the vegan version of my summoning ritual. There's a vegan summoning version of my ritual now. What the hell? What is the world coming to? I thought you needed to go for this. No. I'm gonna have to talk to Satan about... Great. So, you wanted to summon me, a demon of shadows. Someone who could kill a man with the shadow of a teacup by slitting his throat. You summoned me because you wanted cuddles. And you're just expecting me to go along with this. Out of all the demons, why me, personally, why was I summoned for the cuddles that you wish to have? Oh, I looked hot in the Necronomicon, did I? Really? You realize... let me guess, this is a sex thing. You realize there are incubuses, right? The male version of succubuses. The whole thing is sex. You didn't need to summon a shadow demon. That's not what I do. I'm for murder. I'm for taking over entire countries. I'm for shadows. I'm for dark magic. No sex. You really just want cuddles. I have not been summoned in over 100 years. And the first person to do it wants me to cuddle them. The hell is your world coming to? Ugh. I guess I technically can't say no because you summoned me and you gave me a physical form in this realm with that. Great. Alright, look. For now, we will just lay your head in my lap, and I will give you some head scratches. Does that suffice for now? Fine. We can do that. This is very weird. Are you sufficed? Is this comfortable? Why do I waste my life with all of this? I should be slaying your mortal enemies right now with my shadow spec soldiers. But no, I'm rubbing the head of a lonely girl who summoned me to cuddle her. Ridiculous. Oh, you need enemies for me to kill. You don't have any enemies. I highly doubt that. There's someone in this world you hate. I know there is. A politician, maybe. Maybe someone who wronged you in elementary school. They stole your Uncrustable or something, and now you want them dead. Little things. You'd be surprised with how petty your species can be. Oh, you'd be quite surprised. So I'm guessing you're a very lonely person, considering, again, you summoned a demon to cuddle you. Well, I don't blame you. If I'm honest, I understand the whole physical affection need. As a man who has a wife who is desperate for physical affection in all the senses, I understand where you're coming from. It is quite the need, especially when it's your primary factor of love. It can drive you crazy. A simple hug can go a long way, but not quite satiate, especially when you're touch-starved. When I met my wife, she described to me that the only way to really get rid of how she felt with the whole touch-starved thing would be for her to lay down and for 40 people to lay on top of her. At first I was very confused, but then she said, like cats do, and I was like, oh, that weirdly made it make sense. So, over the course of our relationship, I've worked my hardest to give her the physical affection she's needed. Oh, does me being married throw a bit of a spanner into the works? Yes, in hell, I'm happily married, thank you very much, to an imp. She's wonderful. Yes. You won't be able to date me, how unfortunate. Oh, it's still fine. Oh, yay, good for me. I do know the effect loneliness can have on people like you. After so long and spending torment in this hell of infinite loneliness, it can drive you wild, give you to your lowest instincts. So, I guess summoning a demon isn't the worst way to get around this. Honestly, you probably should have summoned an incubus. Yes, they're very, very sexual creatures, but I know a few who are a bit touch-starved and need affection and not sex. May have been a better route to go, if you were really determined on doing this. Yeah, I know a few sweet incubi. Some of the very kind. But I wouldn't count on them not seducing you and, doing the whole sex to take your soul thing. So if you're not a fan of that, I wouldn't recommend it. Oh yes, there's often a catch when summoning demons. Like with me, if you summon me to use me for a truly evil act, your shadow will disappear. You will no longer cast one. Yeah, it's really not that bad of a takeaway. Yeah, considering what some people use me for, it's really not that bad. You look like a freak because, no shadow, but a lot of people don't care, especially people hungry for revenge. So how long do I have to do this for? This doesn't count. Oh, come on. I'm doing what you said this was fine. Ugh. You were picky. Fine. Get up here. We'll do the whole actual cuddle thing. There you go. Does this feel better? Is this everything you wanted? Well, good to know. Yes, I know I have a very warm presence. My wife tells me that quite a bit. Yes, I know. I know, it feels nice. You're weirdly not the first person to tell me that I exude dad energy. My wife told me that the first time we met. I exude dad energy. I never knew what to take from that, but I assume it's a good thing. Yes. Now it especially works since I have the kid, so, kind of fits the moniker. Oh yes, he is a sweet little demon, so very cute. But he does have an obsession with Teen Titans Go, and I am not the biggest fan of that. Oh, no. Yes, when Cartoon Network stopped the whole Cartoon Network thing, we had to find it on streaming services to show him. I've heard of Bluey, and I've tried to get him to watch Bluey. It seems so much better. The animation style seems so much nicer. They're Australian. Australians have nice voices and accents. It seems so nice. But no, he loves the Teen Titans Go. Such a disgrace of the source material. Yes, I am a fan of the original Teen Titans. It wasn't incredible. A lot of people compare it to Last Airbender, but I wouldn't say it's that good, but it's interesting. It's got some good character work. It's very anime-inspired, which I'm not opposed to. Robin has good character work. The Red X episodes are interesting. Everything to do with the Slade is wonderful, of course. It's just a very, very interesting show. But they had to take what was amazing and turn it into a dumb comedy show for children. Yay. Ugh. I'd be fine if it had some deeper themes or something, but I mean, the movie was fine. I will admit the last gag about Robin grabbing the camera and saying and telling the kids to ask their parents where babies came from was pretty funny, I will admit. Yeah, my son did ask where babies came from, and I tried to go with the whole stork conversation, but it doesn't really work in hell since we don't really have storks. Yeah, so unfortunately that wouldn't have worked, but I just told him it was something he'd have to learn when he was older. And luckily he believed me, so didn't have to go down that route. I won't lie, this is a bit nice. It's not that I like the cuddling. I'm not a fan of this, but I'm more happy I'm able to help. As a hell spawn, I'm often used for blood and murder and other unsavory acts. Someone tried to make me create their shadow into a, and I quote, this is a quote from the time I was summoned, hot anime girl, specifically based off of Hatsune Miku. And I tried my best. It didn't quite work. It was... Lord knows what they've done with that thing. It was basically a body pillow that you could pose. Gross. Yeah, the hair was difficult because I tend to be limited to the size of their shadow, but this individual had, let's say, the Discord mod build, so I had a lot to work with. Oh yes, the Discord mods tend to be ones that summon me a fair amount. Yeah, and they usually try to go for something like that. Or to strike down their enemies for not supporting the online kitten. Ugh. Those people need to touch grass. I'm from hell, and I'm saying that. That should really speak volumes. Though I will admit, of the lonely people I've encountered in my summoning days, you don't seem to be one of the bad ones. You just seem lonely, but you also seem sweet and caring. I know we haven't done much, and I haven't had a chance to really talk to you, but I get the air of caring nature around you. It's there. It is definitely there. You seem like a good person. And you're rather cute, too. Oh, hush. Don't listen to the voice in the back of your head. It will tell you all sorts of bullcrap. You're cute, admit it. A demon from hell told you you were cute. Take the compliment. No, I'm not flirting with you. Again, I'm happily married. I'm just saying you're cute and you need to own up to that fact. Oh, I know. Loneliness can sap away all hope from an individual. But I believe it was Uncle Iroh that said, in the darkest times, hope is something we give ourselves. I see that as a very true statement. You're young. You have a lot of life to live. Don't give in to despair and hopelessness. You have so much of your life to live. You're young. You're spry. For God's sakes, I'm hundreds of thousands of years old. Oh yes, I have seen humanity form from quite a few things. I was even summoned by a dinosaur once. It was an accident, but the T-Rex was pretty chill. Don't give in to the hopelessness. There is someone out there for everyone. Your species' population has hit what at this point? 8 billion? So out of those 8 billion people, you really think there's no one in the world that can mesh with you romantically? No, you're just being a pessimist. I think in a group of 1 million people, you could probably find someone to mesh with you. And think about how many people that is in the world. Thousands. There are thousands of people who would mesh with you. Maybe even millions. You can't go off of just what you've experienced because you haven't met everyone. It's like those women who say, I hate all men, when you've met, what, 100? Generalization's disgusting to me. It's gross. But there's someone out there for everyone. Someone out there that can make you happy. Maybe in ways you didn't expect. Maybe he won't be your dream guy, but he'll be for you in other ways. Maybe he'll be for you in ways you didn't even expect. It's possible. Don't dash down any man who doesn't fit your qualifications. Of course, personality-wise, that's fine. Wanting him to be kind, caring, attentive, that's all fine, but don't be strict going into dating. Let your expectations waver a little bit. Don't let them stay stiff and unwavering, because that's dangerous. That will not allow you to have many opportunities. You are deserving of love. I don't want you to doubt that. I know the level of desperation to summon a demon to cuddle with you is probably pretty down there, but you did just ask for cuddles. You didn't want me to be your boyfriend or anything like that, so there is that. I have seen that happen a few times, though. Oh yes, a succubus I know. She fell in love with a human that kept summoning her and didn't want any sex, but just, gave her head pats, baked for her, called her a good girl. And, she's a succubus, so she's kinky, so she was way into that. And, well, I think they're married now, if I'm not mistaken. They're happy, so there is that. It's not impossible, but I'd recommend sticking to your species. Demons are quite a lot, and all of us have some baggage because, our boss is the devil, Lucifer. He kind of sucks. Oh, yes he does. I mean, he lets us do certain things. Hell's not as bad as a lot of people say it is, but still pretty bad. The heat really gets to you after the first 100 years. Oh, yes it does. Well, have I satisfied your cuddle quota, or do we need to do this even longer? Alright. I'll admit, this was a bit nicer than I expected it to be. I didn't completely hate it, so congratulations for giving me somewhat of a pleasant experience. You will find someone for you. I promise you that. There is someone out there for everyone. No one is devoid of the possibility of love. You need to understand that. Alright. I shall be off. It was pleasant talking to you. And yeah. Goodbye.